Uncertainty does not come from lack of information. Uncertainty comes from divided inner energy. When your energy is split, the mind keeps asking, should I do this or that? What if it fails? What will people think? Is there a better option? These questions are not intelligence, they are leakage. A man with coherent inner energy is not certain about outcomes, he is certain about direction. That is the key distinction. When energy is coherent, there is one direction, not 10, one movement, not rehearsal, one commitment, not negotiation. The mind becomes quiet because there is nothing left to debate. Uncertainty needs friction, friction needs division, division needs craving. Remove craving, energy aligns, uncertainty collapses. Notice, coherent energy does not give you confidence. Confidence is psychological noise. It gives inevitability, like a river flowing downhill. The river does not ask, will I reach the ocean? It moves. When your inner energy is whole, you act without internal argument. You stop scanning alternatives. You stop waiting for reassurance, not because you are brave, because there is no second voice. Uncertainty dies the moment inner negotiation ends, not by force, by coherence. That is the law. Uncertainty does not come from lack of information. Most people think uncertainty is a problem of not knowing enough. They think, if only I had more data, more advice, more options, I could be sure. This is false. You can have all the information in the world, yet feel paralyzed. You can know every possible outcome, every strategy, every risk, yet still hesitate, still doubt. Why? Because uncertainty is not intellectual, it is energetic. It is a signal that your inner force is scattered, divided, or misaligned. Think of it like a magnifying glass. Light alone is powerless. Only when all the light converges at one point does it burn. Similarly, knowing everything does nothing if your energy is split between options, fears, desires, regrets, and hopes. Your mind argues, your body hesitates. The result? Uncertainty. Uncertainty comes from divided inner energy. Here's the key, the mind is a mirror of energy. When energy flows in multiple directions, your mind keeps checking itself. You become reactive to external cues, second guess yourself, imagine consequences endlessly. Each split in energy multiplies inner friction and magnifies doubt. Division is subtle. A craving here, a regret there, a hope somewhere else. Each fragment pulls a thread of attention. The mind becomes a battlefield. This battlefield creates the illusion of uncertainty. But if energy is whole, concentrated, undivided, the mind stops arguing. Fear loses its power. Hesitation vanishes. Uncertainty collapses naturally. It's not a trick, not a motivational speech. It's physics of the inner world. Energy moves. Where it moves, life moves. Where it fractures, life stalls. A man with coherent inner energy is not certain about outcomes. He is certain about direction. Most people confuse certainty with predicting results. They think, I must know exactly how things will turn out to feel sure. This is illusionary certainty. It comes from ego, not energy. A man whose energy is coherent understands outcomes are never fully under control. Life unfolds according to forces beyond his command. But direction, that inner intention, the movement of energy toward one goal, is completely under his control. He is certain that he is moving, creating, acting in alignment. That certainty is unshakable because it comes from undivided energy, not imagination or hope. The mind becomes quiet because there is no inner argument left. No alternative options are being weighed. No regrets, hopes, or fears are consuming attention. When energy is coherent, internal debate stops automatically, not by effort. Uncertainty needs friction. Friction needs division. Division needs craving. Craving. The mental pull towards something imagined or desired. I want this outcome. I want approval. I want success. Division. Energy splits between present reality and imagined possibilities. Do I do this or that? Will I succeed? What will others think? Friction. The inner resistance created by this split energy, hesitation, doubt, overthinking, all arise naturally. No craving, no split, no friction, no uncertainty. Example: a man obsessed with the result Craving keeps checking, comparing, second guessing. His energy is pulled in multiple directions: body, mind, imagination. Uncertainty appears. Remove the craving, energy aligns in a single direction. The mind stops arguing. Action flows naturally. Uncertainty disappears. Not because he knows the future, but because all energy is committed to the present moment. Remove craving, energy aligns, uncertainty collapses. This is the core law of inner physics. Craving is the thief of attention. Attention is energy. Energy determines movement. When energy is whole, life moves. Where energy is fractured, life stalls. Coherent energy doesn't force results. It doesn't predict. It doesn't fear failure. It moves. And that movement is enough. So, uncertainty is not a mystery to be solved. It is a symptom to be understood. It does not disappear by thinking better, planning harder, or knowing more. It disappears when inner energy stops leaking. Outcomes were never the problem. Craving made them the problem. When craving ends, division ends. When division ends, friction ends. When friction ends, uncertainty has nothing to feed on. What remains is not confidence, not hope, not belief, only direction, only movement, only coherence. And in that state, the mind is silent. Not because it was controlled, but because it has nothing left to argue about. That is the end of uncertainty.